welcome back to RHP. This is your girl Ronji. Thank you so much for keeping it locked at Ronji Health Peeps. And today I wanted to respond to some of the questions, some of the concerns that you guys have. Some of you have been DMing me, you come to the inbox to inquire more. Some of you have been sending mails, and I really appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. Whenever you reach out for whatever reason, I don't take it for granted. And so I wanted to respond to a few questions, about 4, okay, which came to my DM, and I thought maybe it could be beneficial. The response will benefit a lot of people, some who have not even managed to come to the DM and ask the questions, okay? Before we begin, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Ronji Health Peeps brings you nothing other than good health content that could be useful either to you or to your friend or somebody close to you that could benefit from the content, okay? So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's enjoy the sessions. Let's enjoy the episodes. Now, question number 1. Ronji, thanks for sharing your weight loss experience with us. You've inspired me so much. I'm humbled. I'm so humbled, okay? I can't believe you are that big. I guess she's referring to this photo up here. I was. Okay? Now you look fantastic. Good job. Thank you. I want to start the process. Should I start with food or exercise? Okay, so a lot of people don't know where exactly to start when they want to embark on a weight loss journey. I'm going to share my experience one more time. When I wanted to start, I found it easy to start with food. Regulating the amount of food you take in, doing less carbohydrates. I didn't do all of them. I didn't do both food and exercises at the same time. I started with food and gave it about 2 weeks. When the body, you start feeling lighter even after a week. And so I thought if I start with exercises, I will get discouraged because my body was heavy. I couldn't do much, and that alone could discourage you. And so I started with what was the hardest, which is food. And then after a week, I also did the exercises, okay? And so if you're looking to start, if you think doing both at the same time, especially when you're beginning, is cumbersome, then choose one. You can either start by doing exercises and later on incorporate caloric deficit eating, or you can do the food first. The adjustments you need to make on your plate, and we've talked about timing, we've talked about the portion, we've talked about the quality of the food you're consuming. You can start with food and then later on add exercises into your routine. So I started with food. I hope this is helpful to you. Another question, somebody says, Ronji, I have been on this health journey for a long time. My biggest challenge is when I'm down emotionally, I backslide and eat all sorts of food, which ends up messing my routine. What do you do when you are low? Kindly, how can I overcome? Now, I've talked about this also. I've said our emotional and mental stability affect our physical stability, and vice versa. And so sometimes when you are low mentally or emotionally, it's hard to do something for your physical self. And sometimes when you are sick or you are going through something physically, it's hard to be at peace emotionally and mentally. And so what I would say is that you are allowed to take a break. You are allowed to take a break if you need to. Maybe you are going through something that affects your stability in any of the areas that I've mentioned before. Take a break. Give yourself time to heal. Deal with what is affecting you at the moment. It's never that serious. Remember, this is a lifestyle that you're going to live with for the longest time you're going to live. And so when you need to take a break to sort out some emotional issues, go ahead and take it. When you need to take a break because you are traveling and you are doing something different, you don't feel like it, don't push yourself beyond what you can handle. Take a break. Just remind yourself, and this is very important, remind yourself that whatever it is you are on is a break and not quitting altogether, okay? And so breaks end, take a break, but then remember to come back. Don't let it weigh you down more than it needs to weigh you down, okay? So whatever situation that puts you low, because sometimes I feel low myself, okay? Sometimes I feel low to an extent. I cannot do exercises. I've learned to be disciplined even when I'm low. I've learned to be disciplined on the plate side, but then take a rest, take a break, and then come back. Don't let it pull you away forever, okay? Because this is your life. This is your life. Remember to, come back and claim it. Another question says, the discussion on UTI with Dr. Swani was very informative. I'm glad. Okay. It says, please have him on again and have him talk about family planning or high blood pressure in pregnancy or gestational diabetes. All these are topics that we're planning to cover. If God gives us time, and if we find time, these are topics that we're planning to cover. We are going to look into all of these, not only with Dr. Swani, but if Dr. Swani is going to be available some more, then we can, sit down and have a discussion on the same. If you missed the UTI discussion we did with him, go ahead and check it out. It's already on the channel, and we hope you benefit from the same, okay? Last question, actually second last. It says, hey Ronji, it was nice seeing my long time Dr. Alube on your show. Oh my goodness, thank you. Please say hello to Daktari and tell him please say hello to Daktari and tell him he is still the best doctor ever. It's been years since I saw him. I hope to see him some more on your channel. Definitely, yes. We are going to sit with Dr. Alube some more. We are going to talk about constipation. We are going to talk about so many conditions that affect us and how we can manage them, how we can go about them, the medications we can do. We still have, Dr. Alube is an in-house doctor, and so we're still going to see more of him. We're still going to have discussions for him. And if you have any questions for him, go ahead and ask. If you need to see him in person, he practices in town at CBD, Reinsurance Plaza, first floor. Let us give you direction. Go ahead and see him. If you are in pain, if you want, to see a good general practitioner, a good physician, go ahead and see Dr. Alube. One last question which made me laugh. Okay, this one is a funny one. This one says, Ronji, don't worry about pastors and elders and everybody else you are worried about. I think they are referring to the episode which I did. I was discussing about mental and sexual benefits I derived from losing weight. So it says, don't worry about those people you are worried about. They also do sex. I don't know what to say. It can be a little uncomfortable when you're sitting in this space talking about your sexual life, and then these are people that you respect so much in society. When you meet with them, you hope they haven't seen the episode. You hope they haven't seen anything, because then it becomes a little awkward, because, oh my goodness, they are talking to you and they've just heard you discuss how you are now able to lift your legs up so high and stuff like that. It's a little bit uncomfortable. But anyway, thank you so much. I won't worry much about it. What happens at RHP stays at RHP, okay? And so we are going to have those boundaries and just enjoy learning together. And I agree, they do have sex. So I won't be putting so much into it, okay? Thank you so much for your advice. So thank you so much, guys. Keep it locked at RHP. We have so much to share with you. We have so much to bring on to the show, and hope that it is going to help you in one way or another. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you on another episode, and until then, may God bless you.